Keith Byerly here with the Soil Health Partnership. Today I'm trying out my new aggregate stability on a slope stand that I built for the first of many field days that will come next week down in Beloit and Glen Elder, Kansas. So what I did here was I went to the soybean field behind my field that's been in no-till for several years, but we have a strip of it that had some prevented planting acres this year that they never got back in and were able to do any covers on or anything like that because it was landlocked out in the field. So I grabbed a sample out of each of the no-till prevent plant and the no-till soybeans that are waist high in potting stands here, and I've set them out in alternating here. So in number one, we've got a 2% slope with the soil that was from the prevent planting, 2% slope soil from growing soybeans, 4% slope prevent planting, 4% slope active soybeans, 8% slope prevent planting, and 8% slope active growing. So pumped several squirts of water onto it here today with my handy dandy squirt bottle over the last few minutes, equal amounts across all trials, and I think we see a few interesting things here. One of the first things that strikes me, as you would expect, is here on our 8-degree slope. If I come down here, you can see that we've got a pretty decent slope that would match an 8-degree slope out in the field. What we see is that we really have more degradation of our aggregate there on the right hand side where we're in prevented planting, and we see that what's ran off has carried a lot more soil down that slope with it compared to where we have active growing roots. When we get to the 4-degree slope, we see some of the same thing here. We see more degradation of that aggregate and that chunk of soil than we do over here. And we also see the same thing. At the bottom of that 4-degree slope, we've got more soil that's come apart than what we have over here on our actively growing roots. Finally, on the 2-degree, we see the same thing. We've got a little bit more breakup of that soil chunk compared to what we have over here, but it looks very, very similar where we don't have much force over time to carry that water and the soil away both. It kind of ponds and then drips off the top more so than runs down that slope. So this is just the first of many demos I'll do with this, and I hope to have the opportunity to get to show it off in person to those of you that take the time to view this today. Once again, Keith Byerly with the Soil Health Partnership, and thanks for watching.